Все, погнали. Kombat Каст. Номер 6, шестой Kombat Каст.
The Kombat Cast starts now.
Так, давайте.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quan Chi / Chameleon Kombat Cast.
Yeah, you forget what we do here?
I wanted to add something more to it, but I couldn't think of anything. So, welcome to the Kombat Cast. I'm one of your hosts, Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios.
Ну, естественно, комьюнити-менеджер Тайлер
I'm Derek
Лэнсдаун
Kirsick,
нас
one of the
приветствует,
designers
Дерек
here
Кирзич,
in NetherRealm Studios.
дизайнер,
That's our role.
и Стефани Браунбек,
Awesome. Welcome.
аналитик.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining,
Thank
as
you.
usual. Very exciting today. We have Quan Chi.
Yep.
We're going to walk
Yep.
through Quan Chi, which is awesome. We're going to walk through Chameleon.
Yep.
Сегодня
Talk about
рассматриваем
some new
Кван
things
Чи.
coming up with the new season and
Big
whatnot.
things, yeah.
Some really cool information I think you'll all enjoy. But before we do that, most of you've probably seen it, but we want to just start the cast off well.
Just in case you haven't.
Just in case you haven't, we're going to roll the Quan Chi trailer.
Get it?
Но перед этим, говорит, посмотрим трейлер Кван Чи. Трейлер Tentacle Man.
Put your demons at my command, and we'll talk.
Do you think my hand that weak, Bihar?
Какой-то у него такой голос не очень как Кван Чи.
Fight.
Но пока он похож больше на такого зонерского чара в большей степени.
Is destined to be a god among men.
Зонерские ноги, зонерские черепа и эти щупальца, которые бьют на мидскрин.
I had hoped our alliance would be more deadly.
All in good time, Shang Tsung. Finish him.
Привет, привет.
Fatality. Quan Chi wins. Flawless victory.
Окей.
You wish to fight me?
Not fight. Beat senseless.
Okay, awesome. And you're going to see more about
Хорошо.
that today, but let's go through real quick. We're starting with you, Stephanie. What stands out to you? What you're most excited about for Quan Chi from that trailer?
The spooky skeletons. I love when skeletons come out during his moves, and I think we'll show more there. It's
Короче,
what a fun
скелетон
way
мувы
to have
ей
this
нравится.
necromancer, you know, fight.
You love spooky stuff.
I love
Yeah,
spooky
that's true.
stuff. Yeah.
How can you not love spooky?
Тебе нравится
DK?
пугающий
I
став?
like the big
Очень нравится.
skull.
говорит.
It makes me always go like when anytime I see any of the skulls, I just
I feel
Это он-
like you should
это
have
он
to
так
do the
череп
noise.
озвучивает фиолетовый.
One of my favorites is I've always loved the stomp. The teleport stomp
Right.
move has always been one of my favorite moves in all of MK games. I just love the way it looks and how visceral it is.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
excited about that. So before we move on to Quan Chi, a couple things we do want to discuss. As we've talked about maybe on Twitter some places, Crossplay is coming in February between PS5, Xbox, and PC.
Февраль, кроссплей в феврале.
Get hype. That's on track to come in February.
Кроссплей в феврале.
Filter, which means, like previous games, you will now be able to decline matches based on connection.
Yes, based on their connection type.
We also have patch notes coming, which you'll be able to see very soon. And we've done some changes in certain places, added a lot of quality of life stuff like we always do.
Yep.
But we've done some things with cameos. So I want to give a couple little hints
I was gonna
about
say,
that.
Да, уже в Tekken все будут играть.
Kano's eye laser is now a mid.
Короче, грядет патч какой-то
Some
большой.
energy rings are also
Mid.
Yes. And now Kung Lao's buzzsaw, which is also his low hat, is now no longer plus when it's point blank. So, like, say Johnny Cage does something, drops it on you.
Right.
Короче, шляпа Кун Лао теперь не плюс на блоке.
So that's that. But again, lots of other stuff that you can read in the patch notes when we release them.
Короче, скоро будет патчноут, который много поменяет.
Talk a little bit about some invasion stuff.
Sure.
Кольца
So we're gonna have
Sony
another new seasonal
медовые
tower
теперь.
with exclusive palettes attached to that. We also added.
I played the heck out of that, by the way.
Good.
So-
Yeah, I think I saw somebody completed it like 400 times.
Yes, that's awesome.
Insane.
So I did not play that.
No,
the heck
you
out
do
of
not
it.
own the record.
Right, I got all the skins, but I did
Yeah.
not get that record.
Same.
And then we've added the intros to classic towers.
Yep.
And also to like mini bosses, major bosses, Titan fights. So now they've got those quips and the little dialogue that you know people have been asking
Yeah,
for.
people have been asking for that, so we've put it throughout the game in other places.
Yeah, it's really exciting for all those lore weirdos out there like me.
Yes.
No insults.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
We do not have a new Mesa coming this season. We did shuffle a couple around. There's new pathways, new content, new bosses, new rewards.
New hints.
The new hints and clues, yes. And then also we just did a couple quality of life things too, like.
Но они про новый сезон рассказывают.
It seemed like the beginning fights started with mini bosses and then they got easier. We fixed that. We just did one of these. Yeah. We flipped the tower. And then also boss fights have more intense music that will play too. We just felt like that was just fun little things that we could inject
В общем,
into.
изменения, касающиеся вторжения.
I
Не
also
очень
think
интересны.
the final boss of this season, I think, is the coolest one yet.
Nice.
There's a fun little Easter egg to it for sure. And spoiler alerts, it's Season of Ice. Sub-Zero is our invading force.
Ну, естественно, сезон посвящен Саб-Зире.
So I'm very excited.
One thing I forgot. Are you that it for you? Are you more?
I think that's it for me.
Okay. Forgot to add one thing. Darius might have a new move as a cameo.
You might.
Oh my god.
Любимый
Spoiler alert, might have a
камео
move as a cameo.
So what you're
Дариус.
saying is we might add moves to characters through development?
Who
That's
knows?
crazy.
Might
Very
happen.
cool.
Might happen. Awesome. So I think we should maybe get to the main event here.
Quan Chi, yeah.
And you
Ну и
asked
переходим
for,
к
you know,
Квану.
to do a little lore breakdown.
Well, I always enjoy, you know,
It's been a while.
not
It's been a
everyone
while.
started with
Stephanie's
the older
lore
games.
minute
That's
has been
right.
gone for a while.
So Quan Chi debuted simultaneously, basically, in two games. Mortal Kombat Mythologies, which was a prequel, and then Mortal Kombat 4, which was obviously the sequel to 3. So he debuted in the story before MK1, and then MK4 he was introduced as a playable character. And he is basically the ultimate like necromancer, wizard, overall bad guy.
A lot of skeletons in his closet.
Yeah.
Некромант, волшебник, плохой парень, появился в мифологии и в четвертой части Mortal Kombat.
And then Chameleon debuted in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, but only for N64. The PlayStation, Saturn, and PC versions had Boy Chameleon, spelled with a K, and N64 got Girl Chameleon, spelled with a K. Or, sorry, Boy Chameleon, spelled with a C.
Right.
And then she later reappeared in the Wii version of Armageddon. So this is actually the first time where she'll be in all the versions together, and everyone can enjoy Girl Chameleon.
It is always a pleasure to hear you do that.
Well, there are other versions of Trilogy that didn't have either chameleon. Like there's a Gamecom version that I have in my apartment and stuff like that. There's a Tiger Electronics one. Anyway.
Those are some memory lanes. Tiger
right.
Electronics. Wow.
Awesome.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah,
Так,
this is
ну
super
чё?
exciting. Chameleon and Quan Chi are very interesting characters, and I think these are some of the coolest takes on the characters that we've done.
All right.
Ну, они все хвалят свою
Yeah,
игру,
let's go.
говорят,
Do
что
it.
очень круто все это
All right,
сделано.
so-
Поехали.
Probably the coolest thing about Quan Chi is instead of, you know, like martial arts and like something weird like kickboxing or whatever, he uses his powers. Like the first thing I want to show is a lot of his normal attacks are him summoning a skeleton.
Нормалы.
Tentacle.
Это нормалы все. То есть не
Creature from
спешилы.
another dimension that he brings into the fight.
Via these like rifts and portals.
Exactly, right.
Вау.
He's a free roaming sorcerer, meaning he can open portals to any dimension without any kind of regulation.
I just don't think he wants to get his hands dirty.
Well, yeah, he's also a very lazy fighter, a very clever fighter. So I figured we'll go over some of his normals. He also, I think one thing notable, he has a lot of overhead and low mix-ups.
Oh, good. I love it.
Есть миксап на low overhead.
Overhead big claw from his creature. Even
Вот
his
она
jabs
overhead.
use the creature. So a lot of range.
That's awesome.
He
Рейнджа,
also
рейнджа.
has this magical overhead where he can charge it.
А,
This big string
оверхед,
there.
который
It
можно
ends with this
зачарджить,
punch at the end,
и,
which I
соответственно, он
absolutely
лаунчит на
love.
Yeah, I
полном
do
чардже.
love the like kind of throwback to him like punching and kicking through portals.
Yes.
I think it's super cool.
That was a great thing about MKX, and this is one of my favorites. Just his standing four is this full screen
Стендовая
anywhere on
четверка,
screen
пацаны.
poke.
Это
Oh,
четверка.
that's anywhere.
Она
Yeah,
имеет
anywhere,
трекинг.
And then up close, he has this,
Пипец.
and I think this is a really fun mix-up. He can go overhead, or he can trick you and go low.
Господи.
And then I think probably my number one favorite thing that I get a kick out of is just his simple block animation.
А, блок.
Skull.
I love it.
That's cool.
Блин, это
So let's go
что?
over his special
Что
moves,
за
which are
знаки?
equally
Ой,
crazy.
ой.
First I'll
Ну и
show
блок.
he has this low tentacle grab. And you can use that mix
Ой,
up
тентакл граб у него есть, посмотрите.
like an overhead, so instead you can go low.
Оверхед лоу.
Exit.
Это тентакл.
It's a combo starter.
Nice.
Короче, миксап тайм.
He also
Смотрите,
has
есть
classic
лоу и
MK4
оверхед.
skull.
You have to. You
And
have
if he EXs it, you can make it go slow.
to. Oh.
Черепа,
So it's more
черепа.
like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." Or it can make it go fast. And that'll eat up
Экзовая
projectiles.
быстрее летит.
Literally.
Блин,
And he has
ржака
an air
такая.
one.
Воздушная. Череп.
Love it. So he's got zoning. So he
Yeah.
really plays into this kind of like.
Воздушный
mage
череп
Exactly.
есть. Зонинг
He also
потенциал.
has this cool bone cage. So he
О,
can be
клетка,
close, medium, or
клетка.
far, and it will stun them briefly. But what's really neat is if he EXs it,
Она станет,
they're
а
trapped, you
и
can
эксовая
move around,
долго
and they
в
actually
ловушке
can
держит.
move, but they can't go forward or back. So they could like try to jump out,
То есть
which you
в
can then
клетку
use to
ставим
like-
оппонента,
And they
можно
can even do
выпрыгнуть,
special
но
moves like
не
teleport.
более того.
And of course you can predict that. But they can't actually like traverse left or right. So
Но
it's
двигаться,
not
ну, типа,
quite a
нельзя всё
stun
равно.
move, but it's this weird containment
Just a
thing. It's-
trap.
Вперед-назад
Very interesting.
нельзя двигаться.
He also has his teleport shot. Straight
Teleport.
from MK4.
You got to have it.
This is his armored move if he EXs it. He can do it
А,
from the air or the sky.
и эксовая
It's
версия
pretty
имеет
quick.
армор.
It's a great anti-zoning tool, or if you just want to get out of pressure.
Love it.
I love
then-
this stomp to the face.
Another zoning tool he has is these overhead fireballs. He
Еще
summons them,
один зонинг
close
тул.
to medium
Аверхед,
far, or
фаербол.
to EX,
Аверхед?
attack
Серьезно?
the opponent, pop them up, and that'll bop them over the head.
We don't have a lot of characters that you can either
Пипец.
alter
Ему
the
дали
speed,
оверхедный
use of their
зонерский
projectiles,
тул.
Right.
and or like
Окей.
where they, if they're close, medium, or far.
Yeah, it's pretty unique and a lot of fun for the person doing the zoning rather than just kind of spamming a straight button,
Очень
which
весело,
you
говорит,
can
зонить за
do.
него
You
будет.
can also do fun stuff with tracking. And this can also complement his low. And then he also has this really cool buff where he summons a portal to the nether realm. And if he's in this
Портал.
purple energy, all of his fireballs,
О, боже ты мой. Этот портал
they do more
бафает
damage,
проджектайлы.
triple ones, or this is really
Ё-моё.
cool. Once this hits, they actually fall down.
А, бафнутый, все понятно.
Because the
Бафнутый
EX
череп
version is a
экзовый,
totally
видите,
different
он
where he
лаунчит.
summons this repelling force, and the opponent, sorry,
It's all good.
I didn't do the EX one, where the opponent then can't actually advance.
А, нифига себе.
Oh, what?
Экзовый,
forward.
экзовый
So you can use
портал,
that
он
in,
как
like,
бы отталкивает
pushing him in the
оппонента еще.
corner to make moves safe. Like you can't exactly punish a down one from far away if you can't reach because of it. And he can
Капец.
control it by holding the button and then move around. And it's the same with the purple one.
Very cool.
А, фиолетовый
Yeah,
идет
so
за
overall,
тобой,
I
как бы.
think- Oh, we should probably show his throw. I think he's got some really good range, really good mix-ups, really good setups. Like, he's a tricky kind of thinking character. I think he's going to be someone, if you like creativity, that kind of character, which I think is really, really cool.
He's strong on zoning.
Yes.
And once you start getting moving, it's just really kind of pretty how all the portals popping and jumping around.
Что-то многовато у него инструментария, на самом деле, блин.
You might have this. That might be my favorite.
Но тут даже не скрывается, это зонерский чар. Fatal Blow. Зонерский персонаж абсолютно, и, блин, сетапов у него для зонинга очень много. Капец вообще. Что за черт такой?
So you guys want to see Chameleon?
I think we do.
I think we got time for it. Yeah.
Ну чё, Камелеона.
Chameleon has the ability to swap between the classic girl ninjas, Katana, Jade, Melina.
Так.
The trick is, you don't get to choose. It's totally random. And it's based on either a timer or you deciding when it cycles, but you never get to pick. You'll never get the same ninja twice in a row, but it'll always be one of the three. Each has two different moves. One is an ambush move, and one is a summon.
Короче, у каждой стойки два мува, и они рандомно стойки эти переключаются.
The player will take half damage if you hit her, so it's like an armored move. She'll always have
Армор дает?
Then otherwise she gets these awesome moves. So right away I'll show you. Happened to me, Melina.
Oh, the best.
The classic roll. It's a combo starter, and then you see I switch. So now I have Katana.
Так, Катана.
And now I have Jade, and she can do her glow and be projectile immune.
Так, против projectiles,
So normally
понятно.
it's on a countdown. You can just see it cycling. But after every move, if you hold down R1, it'll automatically cycle to one of them. So for example, I'll do the glaive, keep R1 held, and now I switch to Melina, and I have side toss and roll. Or then if I want to hold it, now I'm Jade again, so I can do glow, hold it, switch. Ooh, I got Katana. I got fan lift, where she lifts the player instead of the opponent.
Короче, я так понял, что когда ты переключаешь стойку хамелеоны, то это рандом, ну как бы происходит рандомное переключение. Ты не знаешь, на какую она переключится. И в зависимости от того, да, какая она сейчас, то бросок тоже разный может быть.
Keeping track which one you are and choosing, do you want to cycle, do you want to stay a little bit longer, how long is the timer going down. So it's kind of like what we did with Tremor, but in a different functionality, and it's very neat. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun to see tournament players and K-League players, like all the different moves, different combo possibilities are very unique. I think it's a really neat way to throw back to how she worked in the trilogy back in the day.
Also, the internet loved her bob. Her hair.
She looks awesome. Yeah, I love her outfit.
It's super cool.
Awesome. So
that's Chameleon. Yeah.
There you go.
There we are. Quan Chi, Chameleon. New season, lots of things happening.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Quan Chi available the 14th on Thursday.
Early access.
Yes, early access, and Chameleon in January.
Yep.
Correct.
Так.
And of course we'll have like the free trial.
Камелеона в январе будет доступна. Кван Чи завтра.
Didn't purchase. You can try it for free.
Anything else? Oh, birthday
shout-outs.
Right.
How could you almost forget?
Короче,
Honestly, how could I?
ну Камелеона не так уже впечатляет, если честно. Но в любом случае у нее 6 мувов получается, по 2 на каждую стойку. И ее переключение как бы нельзя контролировать. То есть, ну, точнее, ты переключаешь стойку, но ты не знаешь, на какую конкретно стойку она переключится. 2 раза подряд на одну и ту же нельзя переключить. А что касается Кван Чи, то это просто какой-то адовый, судя по всему, зонер будет, просто жесть. Ну и матч с участием Кван Чи. Просто жесть. Чё они с Кван Чи-то сделали, ёлы-палы. Просто ужас какой-то.
Happy holidays! Thank you, everybody.
Have fun.
We will see you.
Еще и диагональные черепа в воздухе. Еще и черепа оверхедные. Еще и 4, блин. Ой. Ой, смотрите, смотрите. Записано с кроссплеем между Xbox и PlayStation. Пацаны, кроссплей в действии, пацаны. Пипец, кроссплей в действии. О боже. Да, и вот ставим эту херню и начинаем зонить. Ага, минус зонинг Люкана, ага. Капец. Про Wi-Fi фильтр мне ничего не сказали. Оп. Все, ставим портал. И усиление. Портал дает усиление проджектайлов. Просто капец. Причем усиление весомое. Вот смотрите, Китана дает еще вот этот вот, как бионический прыжок такой, как у Джеки Брикс в МК-11. Блин, этот портал, это просто капец вообще какой-то. Не, ребят, портал очень сильный инструмент. О, фаталити Камелеоны. И она в конце, это, серой становится, как женщина-смог. Ну, такой. Экспресс Комбат Каст до 20 минут. Че-то, мне кажется, какой-то он зонер, что-то какой-то слишком сильный вообще. Это просто капец. Кроссплей в феврале. Кроссплей в феврале, пацаны, просто капец. Все, весь, это, знаете, это все, это понятно теперь, что весь Mortal Kombat 1 Pro Competition, вся его онлайновая часть, она пройдет вся на PlayStation 5. Она пройдет без кроссплея. Потому что в феврале уже закончатся все квалификации онлайновые. То есть все. Они уже начались в декабре, в январе там в январе они практически все, нет, все уже закончатся, и вот в феврале, точнее, все закончатся, и в марте уже финалы тех, кто отобрался по рейтингу. Ну, короче говоря, весь Pro Competition пройдет без кроссплея. Класс! Спасибо большое, НРС. Это вообще просто капец. Они только в феврале добавят кроссплей, серьезно? А чё так поздно-то, ё-моё? Просто ужас. Просто ужас. Кроссплей, блин. Ну ладно, ну хоть спасибо, что вообще добавляют. А то уже были опасения, что может они вообще забили на него. Да, ребят, ну вот такой вот Комбат Каст получился, 20 минут, 20-минутный Комбат Каст. Да, краткий итог по Комбат Касту. Кроссплей в январе, в феврале. Кроссплей в феврале. Кван Чи имеет потенциально очень серьезный зонинг, очень серьезный. Камелеона, ну, такой наполовину рандомный, на самом деле, этот наполовину рандомный персонаж, но плюс ее в том, что, конечно, очень много у нее амбушт мувов, что круто. Она будет доступна в январе, Кван завтра. Патч скоро, который внесет балансные правки. Ну, я так понимаю, вместе с Кванчи он выйдет. Вот, поэтому так вот. Так что это краткие итоги Kombat Каста. Вот, так что на этом давайте, ребят, с вами прощаться буду. Спасибо, что смотрели. Вот, надеюсь, вас хоть немного порадовали те новости, которые были сообщены сегодня. Они уже, так знаете, ну, не растягивают Комбат-каст на 40 минут, там, на 50 минут, все, 20 минут и все, хватит. Быстренько так показали. Ладно, спасибо, что смотрели, ребят. Ждем итогов, ждите видео мое по итогам Комбат-каста. Удачи. И до скорых встреч, и дальше уже завтра будем пробовать самого Кванчи непосредственно. Пока.